You are welcome. Good evening, everybody. How did work go today? How did it go today? Mine was okay, but I'm not happy. I spoke to Prime Boy, and like I was saying, I just forced myself because when they were donating money for his bail, I tried my best to do it. Mo kàn share, mo wo ti Ọlọ́run ni. If I look at Prime Boy's mother, wallahi, I will not even look their side. But mo wo ti Ọlọ́run, mo dẹ̀ wo ti pé èmi náà, I have children. That's why I put my money into that thing, to see that they bail him. And yesterday I was giving the report that the police are playing games. They said that the person that they are supposed to is out on a clinical, not on course this time, and something on duty or something like that. That any asha, they were not able to bail them. Him, apparently, I will not lie, they have granted him bail since when Naira Marley and what's his name, Sam Larry, that same day they granted them, they also granted him. As a matter of fact, his own money was the lowest. Others were 5 million, his own was 2 million. You understand? But you know, get her. They came to tell me, I was among the people they told. I said, I'm not the put mouth. I said that because of what the mother came to do on this platform. We can't be trying to get justice for mohbad. Then your son will not say the truth or not talk. And you people are doing like this. Okay. They went to remand him in custody. And they look, everybody they look. Until in the court of law, when they asked Adura, who does he suspect by his brother, he then said, Prime Boy. In fact, that's when I remembered him. Remember, we have all forgotten about him. Even if we talk about him, we don't talk about him as if he's even out. You understand? Meanwhile, these two people had gone. Sam Larry and Co, they've gone with their shorty. They've met bail bond. They've gone. But the only thing, they go to report at Panti every week. He couldn't meet up. He no gets. His mother sells rice. They are struggling. They are contented. To be sincere, I must not lie. Because if I'm to look at the part she played in Mohbad's life, if she's like some people, when they place a little part in your life, they would expect Mohbad to be indebted. But with the way I saw her, I mean, spoke to her, and the way I sensed, no, she was so grateful that at least Mohbad is still carrying along her son, that many places her son is able to penetrate. They mention likes of Bella, even Naira them, that Mohbad, the son will not have access to those places if not for Prime Boy, will not have access to those if not for Mohbad. So that was why I noticed that was what I noticed about her. She's contented. And I noticed that her son also appreciates Mohbad's friendship. In fact, he's very happy to have ever been a part of Mohbad's story. And not so, until maybe now that maybe regrets, can they say, he would, for Mohbad's sake now, he had to sleep inside cell. How many months? And not months, but almost 2 months. If not over 2 months. If not over 2 months, yeah. So, that's what I just noticed about them. But On the day he was told to come, you remember, Lawyer David spoke and said that they should tell him, because I mean, the judge ruled that, okay, he should come over for cross-examining, because Adura said the person is suspect by his brother is Prime Boy. And they asked him why. He said because Wunmi told him that it was Prime Boy that fought the brother. So, to him, and the way he spoke, is of the opinion, or he alleged Prime Boy. So, judge now decided to end that inquest that day. But Mohbad's lawyer, that is Baba Mohbad's lawyer now, who is Mohbad's lawyer as far as we understand, he now said, no, judge, it will only be fair. It's an ongoing inquest to have him, Prime Boy, to also come and defend himself. Not defend now, to come and say his own side of the story. This is what brought him back into people's hearts. That's when some people realized that he was still in custody, remanded in custody. After all, many of us have forgotten about him. So, Westo them and some people, team Justice for Mohbad and everything, they then called and said they were now telling people to come and donate money for him so that it can be built. In fact, when I was told, I was angry. I said, I'm not doing it. But one or two persons say, I shouldn't do like that. So for this reason, I was made to talk to them. And I'm going to tell you their own story. There are some things I won't finish saying until they all get to the court. I will tell you as far as I want you to go home and put the puzzle together. I started with Prime Boy. In fact, after I finished speaking with Prime Boy, I told them to call me. They were in different cells. And I must let you know, Prime Boy is out today now. He's been out now, maybe 4 hours now. So probably eating his mommy's rice. His head on his mommy's chest. The mother in deep tears. Hot one. Spending 2. Just today, he's been granted bail. But the amounts for his bail, yet unknown. The lawyer to the nurse came in late. He arrived late, so they could not grant her bail. Hopefully tomorrow, but I can assure you people. I asked Prime Boy. I told him, I said, I hope you can see life. This is life. Can you tell me what happened at Ikorodu? He said, no. It is what happened from Lekki to Ikorodu, but he never followed them back. I said, okay, go ahead. He said, before that day, I think some of us are aware of that day, he received a call from his friend Mohbad, asking him to come over. That day, he went and got there on a Saturday. And that his younger brother, he mentioned the name of the guy. I've forgotten now. He said his younger brother's birthday was supposed to be the next day. And he intended he will go back. Or better still, in the morning on Sunday, he will return back home to Ikorodu. But Mohbad said, no, he's sorry. He didn't inform him about his show at Ikorodu. That his friend should stay over at Ikorodu so that is what's his name? Mohbad said he boy Prime Boy should stay over at Ayuba. Thank you. That's the name. That's the name. I remember when he said it, I remember the musician. It's true. It's Ayuba he mentioned. That's the name he mentioned. You are not lying. Thank you. He said his friend then said to him that okay, he should stay over. That he's sorry that he didn't inform Prime Boy about that concert. So, and he would love him to go with him for that concert. He said everybody knows how close that Mohbad personally enjoys him, his company. And everybody knows that. They are too close. He then said, Ayuba's birthday, oh. Ayuba will be upset because he has plans. You understand? I have to be there. He then said, don't worry. He will do the party for Ayuba. What you will tell Ayuba, they are flagging. Why are they going to flag? Don't flag me, oh. Are they flagging? Are they flagging? I'm going to flag. What is happening? I only want to narrate what they told me. Is there any fight here? No. Please press love, like. You have to keep pressing on the love button. When flagging is ongoing like that, if it is flagging, just keep pressing on the love, like, love. Just press it. Put your hand on it and be doing like this. That is the only way Facebook will know nothing bad is happening here. We are only having an interactive chat. So you need to continue to press on the love, like button. Thank you. Sister Max, where are you? Longest time. Where about Auntie Tokubo Asamota? Please help me tell her I miss her. I will message her too. So, he then said, Mohbad said he will have a party. As in, you know, like, don't worry. Tell Ayuba, everybody, let us meet up at Lekki after the show. We all meet up at Lekki. I will celebrate it. So, he said, okay. He was happy. That he knows that is how he is. He's always is the life of every party. So he said they got to that was all they discussed. He doesn't know how and what happened. Maybe message, maybe whatever on Sunday on their way to Ikorodu. Mohbad and the wife, they were having arguments. He doesn't know too much, but he was hearing Canada, something like that. He was hearing Canada, you know, and he will hear Mohbad upset. They were arguing in the car, but they were arguing codedly. But he was hearing Canada, he was hearing Visa, he was hearing, and they were arguing, and that the SUV that they were in. The taxi driver will not say he's not aware of the argument, because the argument was glaring, but they were trying to keep it under control in the car on their way going, until they got to the party. That in fact, to be sincere, he knows that Mohbad was not happy that concert day, because the argument, he doesn't know where but from the household they have started this argument. That was the reason he believes that Wunmi followed them with Liam, and that in the car, Spending was in the car with them, and was with them in the car. In fact, Spending was the one that carried Liam on his laps, and he was sitting at the back. I said, Spending in that car? Really? I'm in shock. We didn't hear Spending in all this story. So you know reason why I had to speak to Spending. So I said, okay, then what happened? He then said, after the show, he was surprised that this same argument started again after the show. And this time around, the tempo was higher. And he can see that this time his friend was high. And I said, when you say high, what do you mean by what kind of high? I said, he knows his friend. That if I know Mohbad, when he's angry, he's crazy. My guy, he was saying my guy. He's crazy. He was high. And he was really very angry. So, and they continued this argument. And because he was saying, calm down, and everything, what's all this? He then sent him to go and call Adura. What's this name of this boy? Adura. That it was Mohbad that told him that Wunmi was in their middle. It was Mohbad that told him, because he was trying to, like, why are you so angry like this? This thing, you people can go and say it at home. And they were planning to go on because they had plans to go and do birthday at home for, what's his name? Ayuba. And those ones were already waiting at Lekki with the hope of, in one of the people they know, you understand, with the hope of when they land in Lekki, he would then call them over to Mohbad's house, like, okay, let's party, you understand, as Mohbad has promised them this whole thing. So he then said that on getting to, Mohbad is the one that sent him to go and call Adura, because he was trying to calm Mohbad down. To go and call Adura, he was trying to calm Mohbad down. My guy, they said no Janle now. All this slang, you was still using it. You understand? You can go and all this thing. I don't understand. I go on tempo high. So, and Mohbad wasn't happy the way he was talking. So he said he should go and call, what's his name? Adura. Adura was not in the car with them. Adura was in the car behind them. He then went to go and call Adura. On going to call Adura, Adura snubbed what's his name? Prime boy. Like, well, you know, Adura was rude to Oun. That's what he said. He said, Adura, rude, don't call, stop, why are you calling me? Or not, like, you know, you people leave me or something like that. As in, what's my business? You banja call, as in, your brother said, come. You are, yes, you are just acting, you understand, bullshitting him. That maybe Adura too was high, you know. So he went back and was telling Mohbad that I don't like how Adura does so. But as he was explaining to Mohbad, Adura suddenly turned up. But Mohbad being still not wanting to even out, because he wasn't taking side with Mohbad for being high and acting irrational. Maybe you expected that he would now talk to Adura and Adura can handle things. But because he was already reporting Adura to Mohbad, Mohbad don't say, Adura should go. Malo. Go. He then continued his fight with his anger with the wife. Then was when he started hearing more. That's how we told it. Because Orokpo, he said, he told me, he said some things, not only me. I'm not the only one that heard it. So it's not like it's only me. But I just want to say I was on the phone. So then, he then told Mohbad, my guy, I want people, like the driver is a stranger. All these people, no, my guy, no. I be nigga, you understand? That upset. Meanwhile, Liam was in the car on Spendy's lap at the back. Mohbad then came down from the car. Because of what he was saying, he expected Prime Boy to reason him, but was surprised to see Prime Boy still watering it down and playing it down. Like, you don't talk. You understand? You are high, man. You know, you can, you know, people are here. He said as he came down, security, he was shouting. So security was there. They should call the security. Driver that drove the SUV was in his car. Spending was there. Mumi was there. He then turned. He came to meet him and opened the door of the car and told him he should get the F out of the car. He thought it was a joke. He said he was not saying, oh, you know, because they have done the same. He said he thought it was a joke. You understand? But when the police, security saw that if he doesn't agree, succumb or come down from that car, anything can happen. They ordered him, held Mohbad, because Mohbad would have started fighting him, but there was no fight at all. They ordered him. He was even hoping, try to plead with Mohbad, but he was so high and angry. Those were his words, high and angry. The little he heard, I can't say it out. He said there was no fight between him and Mohbad. He was ordered out of the car, and immediately he said he went to meet Obi Kubana to go and report to Mohbad, to report Mohbad as the person that brought Mohbad to the concert. And he was surprised after reporting to Obi Kubana. He expected Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana told him where is this person, where he told him that even the security were the ones that ordered him out of the car. His stuff, they are in the boot of Mohbad's car. They are meant to go back together and everything. Obi Kubana then told him he should wait, let him go and Kubana chief, sorry, ẹ má bínú pé mi ṣe rántí ẹ ni mo ṣe sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. I think it's Obi. I didn't know it's Cubana chief. He said Ashe Cubana. Then he said, the moment he realized that Chief Cubana, even the car, everybody have started going. Cubana didn't come back to him. That was how he got stranded there. He had to call the people that came to help him. He named the person out of that zone that they left him behind. I said, is that your story? So no fight. Well, because I asked, and people were there. They said the police said you were thrown a fist by Mohbad, and Mohbad's hands crushed into the car because he missed. He said, he has been hearing that so many stories he's heard. He doesn't even know which one is real. He said, and he said to other people, please call the security, call the people, that there were security there. And there were people there. The driver to the car is SUV car. And there was no form of bleeding, and there was no fight between them. I said, okay. We asked again, can I speak to Spending? They brought Spending on board. Hello, Spending. If you hear the guy's voice, you will start to cry. The not so nine was pass. Mind you, remember I heard something, no? I said there were some things Mohbad was saying. I will hold on to it. Because if I spill it, ile abaje. Come abaje. That was how they connected. Because they said that one is another cell. They brought that man, Spending, a young man. Spending. Where were you the day this incident happened? He said he was in the car, the back seat. He was the one that carried Liam. I said, so everything was right in your front? He said, yes. I said, can you narrate your own story? I asked a question. Was there a fight between Mohbad and Prime Boy? He said, no. Nothing like that. That Prime Boy was walked out of the car. In fact, the security, they joined Mohbad to tell him, go, at least. They were calming Mohbad down. I said, what happened that caused the fight? And he said, because Mohbad wasn't getting support from Prime Boy when he was having issue with his wife. So Mohbad was cross with Prime Boy, as in, you be my person, and they talk all these things. And you are, so Prime Spending just kept quiet, because that's the only way he could handle Mohbad. If not, if he too says anything, he will tell him to get out of the car. Because they say when Mohbad is angry, it's like a wild lion. They said this anger is not from here. I said, tell me what happened. He said, after Prime Boy was told to leave, they were now going. Mind you, the question we are asking now, I'm not the only one. So that you don't think only you, they hear everything. He said he heard it clearly. I will just say one part. He said apart from some things I won't say. He said, I won't say all. Torí kò dáa. He said they gave Mohbad visa. He said the visa they gave him includes Liam. I said, are you sure? He said he didn't understand, but it was about visa. And that after Prime Boy left they told him to go, Mohbad came back to the car. And he and Wunmi started fighting. He said the driver knows about it. He said the car that broke, before Mohbad came back into the car, after they walked this person away, he said Mohbad was wearing a ring, a big ring, that Mohbad used his fist to crack the window. That by then Mohbad, Prime Boy was no more. He has gone. They've walked him away. He was saying fuck. He said he was mentioning fuck to Wunmi. Then he put his hand, this hand, he used it to hit the side he was sitting, the back. You know the small window SUV, not the main two window. You know that small window at the back. He said that man's car, they should call the driver. The car cracked. He used his feet and the pa. And that all what he was saying, he said them to us. Everything Mohbad was saying. That it was the security and everybody that begged him. And when he entered the car, he started fighting with Wunmi. But the driver was shouting that, why? That the driver was saying, Shefe Koba Mini. That even when they tried to stop them, but he was holding Liam. The driver was the one talking, and Wunmi and Mohbad were fighting. He said fighting. They were fighting in the car. He said that as they were fighting, they got to Ebute bridge. Mohbad then said he wants to throw Wunmi and Liam out of the car. That was when my brain clicked and said, maybe that is what they told Baba Mohbad. You know, we were abusing Baba Mohbad at one point. That where did he hear that they wanted to throw Wunmi and Liam out of the car? Where did he hear it? Because I've been thinking, was it during olden days? He said it was when at Ebute, when they got to Ebute bridge, Ebute Meta bridge, that Mohbad and Wunmi were fighting. Who is this? Sorry. I'm sorry, please. You understand? So he said Mohbad, even the car hire service man, I think you know the car is car hire. He was saying, "Come on, baunke." What is a car hire service? You know, I think I've been saying taxi driver. Is a car. So he said the man was saying, "Emma Bami." What as in what kind of Emma Koba? What's that you want to throw? But that there were some things Mohbad was saying. And he mentioned all those things. I'm not the only one that heard it. It's not something I will say until I think it is time Wunmi and her family, they face spending and they face what's his name? This boy spending. It was from Mohbad's mouth. Everything they said he was saying. Opo, I wouldn't want to say it online. I want to keep it for Sanwo-Olu, Falana, spending, Wunmi, Prime Boy too, because he heard some. But it's a lot for me to spill. Opogon, there are some people implicated in it. I wouldn't want to spill too much. My heart is broken. He said that they fought in the car, and at a point, these were Mohbad's word. And he threatened in the car that he would throw Wunmi and Liam. And he said some things too on the bridge, Ebute Meta bridge, on the way home after they've left the concert. And he kept saying some things. The Spendy was mentioning those things. They are too much for me as a mother to say it. I'm sorry. I heard too much today. In fact, as I was hitting my hand on the table, I broke my nail. And I was doing like this. Opo for me as a mother to say it. Just so that you know, I spoke to them. I then said what happened after that, like others were asking. He then said when they got home, they continued. Whatever happened, he doesn't know. I said, did you see Mohbad the next day? He said he went out. He was only called whilst he was out that Mohbad needs a nurse to come and treat him, or he was not feeling well. And that he has refused to go to the hospital. Okay, what do you want to do? He said they asked him if he has a nurse, and he uses nurse for Ishara. The nurse he normally will use, Mohbad uses. He asked them, have you people called? They said they've called, but that he doesn't know if they called anybody. But that they said Mohbad refused to go to the hospital. He then gave them Nurse Feishara's phone number. On giving them Nurse Feishara's phone number, in fact, he didn't even know there was follow-up or anything. It was Bismi that took the number from who is the DJ. I said, Bismi has already witnessed now in the court of, in the inquest. He said, yeah, the DJ. Remember, Bismi was the one that they told us was cleaning wound. Lifestyle told us was cleaning wound in the morning. If you remember, on Sunday morning, when Lifestyle said on his way out, he saw Bismi cleaning wound and he saw blood. You understand? So, I remember, Bismi. I said, okay. He said he doesn't know anything until he just heard that Mohbad is dead. And surprisingly, they said it's his nurse that's by Mohbad. I said, okay. We said, okay. Where is the nurse? He asked that we speak to the nurse. The nurse took him. Nurse Feishara, what happened? In this our life, nobody has ever died in our hand. Why did you then kill Mohbad? Why did you kill Mohbad? That is a setup for her. I said, how? Setup. All this explanation. I asked, so, Spending, sorry. Did you explain this to the police? Yes. in your statement, yes. And they still detain you, yes. Prime boy, this explanation, was it given to police? Yes. And they still detain you. So this was the statement you wrote? Yes. Now, Nurse Feishara, what happened? That she was set up. No, you are the one that buy Mohbad now. Because they said you gave injection, Lera. She said every injection she gave to Mohbad. In fact, she said she doesn't even know who is Mohbad. She doesn't know him. She doesn't know if he's a celebrity or anything. It's after they arrested her. I mean, her mother brought her. She said it was her mother that took her willingly to the place. That was when they knew that he's a celebrity. That she didn't know that he's a celebrity. She said when she got to the place, Mohbad was very weak. She met Mohbad weak on the bed. Very weak. She said when she met him weak, she thought to herself, the first thing she can do is to give paracetamol. When she gave paracetamol, the paracetamol she gave is water paracetamol, not intravenous injection. No. No. Now, remember when they said, Adura, did you see anything happen? He said there was a minor argument upstairs after they got back from Ikorodu. Minor argument upstairs was what Adura said. So that you will understand when the boy said they fought in the car physically and all the things he was saying, when they got back home, they continued the fight. But Adura said it was a minor argument. But Adura was not in the car. Adura was in the back car, where Lifestyle was. To be sincere, Adura wouldn't have even seen any fight because there was not a fight at all between Prime Boy and Mohbad. There was no fight. Spending said it too. Now, she said Mohbad was weak when she got there. So the first thing she did was to give water paracetamol. On giving water paracetamol, as in, I don't know what they call it, oh, please, medical scholars, you know, water, paracetamol, water drinking, that's it, oh. She said he didn't even finish drinking it. He only took a little. And when she saw he was weak, it was Wunmi that suggested to her. You understand? That, you understand? She wanted to give intravenous. She only gave 2 injections. The first she gave, right in front of Wunmi, was anti-tetanus. In fact, Wunmi said that's how he behaves when he takes, how he reacts. Because the moment she gave that intravenous injection of anti-tetanus, he threw up. Paracetamol syrup. Ora, yeah. She said with water that he couldn't even take it. That he even spoke. And she was not, but weak. He said it weakly. She was not, you know, that he spoke in Yoruba to her. He spoke when she got there, but he was weak on the bed. So she said she gave the injection. When she gave the intravenous injection of anti-tetanus, the next thing, he threw up. When he threw up, he had goose pimples, that you could see the goose pimples. And he was so weak. And that was the first thing she gave. So when she gave that, Wunmi then said, that's how he behaves. She now went, brought water, cold water, and poured it on him. On pouring the cold water, she now thought to of it that she was not saying, no, me eti. She said she was telling Wunmi, oh, me eti. No, don't pour water, stop pouring cold water on him. She was then saying, Wunmi said, no, bo she ma she niyen. So she then decided that, could it be that what was the hand swollen and everything, could it be that it's an infection too? Because Wunmi was one that suggested the anti-tetanus. So she still went ahead again and gave antibiotics. She named the antibiotic. Olorun rinu. Oh yeah. Maybe some people will write it, but me, I didn't write. Antibiotics. Those were the two things. And Wunmi, it was right in front of Wunmi. Remember, Wunmi told us she wasn't there anymore. She was cooking. She said she never administered anything on him behind Wunmi. Everything she administered was right in front of Wunmi. Nothing. Then she noticed that he was weaker. He was weaker. So she thought to herself to go and buy, I don't know, it's here, RRT, she mentioned the one morally, oh, weak. Even when she got there, he was weak. So that was why it was suggested to her that because funati tetanus, infection. So anti-tetanus was administered, antibiotic was administered. That was all she administered. But Wunmi, when he was still fainting, kept going. Then she told her no, and he was clothed. Ola Sholara, let me go and get me a so that they can give to Mohbad. So she went. As she was on her way coming back, going, she even got back. Not that anybody called her. On getting back, she saw that they had naked Mohbad. He was only in pants. And they were pouring water on him. And she was like, why are you people pouring water on him? Cold water. Wunmi and maybe DJ Abin Kokon, they were pouring water on him. By the time she touched Mohbad, he was no more alive. That Mohbad, it's a setup for her. That's what she understand by what happened to her. And I said, number one, the injection he gave intravenously, those 2 injections, do you know that it can kill? He said never. I don't know, doctors, you people should know now. Is it not possible that it can kill? Injection that they give intravenously, what do they call it? Those 2. She said it can never kill. Is it true? She said it can never kill. That Mohbad was already weak by the time she got there. Because she said it is 2 injections she gave, only 2 injections, and she named the 2, anti-tetanus and antibiotic, 2. Then only oral, and that till Mohbad died, as in when she came back to the house and met water, they had naked him, that he was wearing a white pants, that they had naked him, and they were pouring water on him. But when she left, he was weak. And she met him weak anyway. She met him weak. Anyway, so they were pouring water on him. She met them, and she was even angry when she saw then that they were pouring water on him. She said she was asking, why are you people pouring water? You know, at one point, it's like we heard something about water. I don't know where. I just know at one point from all this damn story, we heard water. I don't know where we heard the water from, but I heard the water at one point. But she then said they were pouring water on him when she got. But when she got there, the guy was weak. And there was not a fight. I said there was not a fight. The question I asked, did you ask what the wound you saw and the swell and everything? Did you ask question about what happened? She said yes, that when she got there, she said, what caused this wound? They said he had a fight at the concert. They went a day before. They said they had a fight at the concert. Maybe they went a day or 2 days. You understand? That was what they told her. But she wasn't even interested to know if is a musician, be a bouncer or something, that they had a fight. He had a fight at the party or something they went. So she's aware that this wound came from a fight he had at a party. You know, he went. So now, that was what the only thing she asked and nothing more. And she didn't even know he's a celebrity. She didn't know if he's a bouncer or anything. That she was set up. And she knows that she has been set up. I said, okay. Thank you. After hearing everything. In fact, there are so many things I would like them to help me ask. Wunmi, all these people, I don't know who they are pointing at. I am scared. Now, the question I want to ask, there are many things they said Mohbad said in the car. Wunmi, I think it is time you go with your lawyer. It's an advice, so you can choose now to tell your sister to come and abuse me again. It's an advice. If it is true, all those things, Mohbad said those things, and they are living witnesses. Because, oh, poor, I don't want to say it online. But, oh, poor, oh, they're bad. Oh, ti pọ̀jù fẹ́ mi. Èmi gan bẹ̀rù. Ṣé mo lè fẹ́nu sọ? I think it is time you go with your lawyer, since you have one, and go and tell them what led to the fight between you and Mohbad. It is deep. Go and tell them what led to the fight between you and Mohbad. Why did Mohbad say? Because when your daddy said it, I mean your father-in-law said it, I was like, where this man they hear all these jagbajantis? If not that Spending said it, Ọlọ́run me ni believe. Now I believe Mohbad said it. You know, Baba Mohbad said it, that he was shocked that the only child that man that his son introduced to him, that he learned that he wanted to throw the child inside third main library. I will say, where this man they hear this useless thing? He's allowing people to feed him with lies and, you know, thing. He actually heard it. Maybe people they have told, you know, what is suffering around. You understand what is suffering around? Mohbad's word, all what he said in that car is too much. It's actually even affecting those boys psychologically. Our boys here will affect your mental state, you know, especially because he died. So, I will ask you to go. All those things they've heard, tell them the reason that you and Mohbad fought in the car and continue the argument at home. Tell them the reason why he wanted to throw you and Liam. There are some things, so you people I won't open it. Timbashi, no, and you go on ilesu. Ite ń gbọ́ gan. Ó kéré sí nǹkan tí mo gbọ́, etí mi ti scatter. Ọkàn mi gan bàjẹ́. Wallahi, she be tell before I will come out and be abusing Mama Mohbad, abusing Adura, abusing Darusha, and èmi gan weak. Mi ò mà lè búyàn mọ́. In fact, mo tired. Mo kàn mú mi ni. Mo kàn mú mi ni. Mo kàn mú mi ni. My state of mind is shattered. Wunmi, please also let them know, why did your husband threaten to throw Liam and yourself out of the car on Ebute Bridge? If not, you need to hold spending. And also, they said, and also, the one that Prime Boy had on you people's way from the party to the party is too much. Just try and ask. Go to the police, and if not, do something, because this I heard from, and they said those people, they are locked in different custody. They don't have access to each other. You understand? So there's a problem. There's a problem. You have to go and